What's up, guys, and welcome back to dannyTV. For those of you that are new to the channel, this is my 2017 Ford Mustang GT. We picked up wrecked from Copart and we are going to be rebuilding it, so stay tuned, guys. It's a very exciting build. All the support and love in the comments is much appreciated. And the cool thing about this 5.0 is that it does come with the Roush Supercharger, so I can't wait to rip it. So we do have the dash removed, as you've seen in the previous episode, and we are ready to get back in and install the new one. I am going to change it up a bit. I'm possibly just going to remove the trim off of the reinforcement bars because ours is a little rusty anyway. I'm going to give it a quick paint job, maybe even go with like a red or something. So yeah, guys, so we are going to be taking care of some of the rust. Not sure on exactly why mine was rusted. I kind of understand about the used one that we got because it could have sat for a long time in the rain. Mine only has 1,600 miles and I did notice rust. So not sure if it was because of the broke windshield, but at the same time, most of the trim and stuff still looked in good shape. So I can't imagine water just seeping down and getting to the metal frame and not ruining the trim. All of the material still looked in great shape. So let's get right into the Mustang and get to work. Stay tuned. Alright, so I did go ahead and remove the center console. And we also cleaned up the rust here. Not sure what that was from. And painted these brackets. And I did notice some of your guys' comments on getting just the trim and not the reinforcement. So we are just going to quickly clean it up because it's probably sat for a while, but overall there's no tears. I'm actually very lucky that Bruno the Rottweiler didn't chew this up because I did leave it out. He does like to chew on stuff like this, so I got very lucky leaving this out one night. But anyways, let's go inside the interior. Check out the mess we got going on in here. So after removing the center console, it is going to give us more space. We could set the dash on the frame and not worry about scratching anything. So here's our airbag module. So we are going to get this off and shipped off so they can reset it for us. I'm using my airbags. This stuff tends to get back to me really quick. They are in Georgia. They've been in business for a very long time. And if you have to have your odometer or cluster reset or any of your seat belts, be sure to check them out. I will leave their link in the description. But check out the mess we got going on in here. So we are ready to completely install the new dash so I can get my steering column secure so that we could get some steering on the car. But before we do that, let's go ahead and install the dash. What are you working on over there?
So I got my little razor cutter right here. I'm working on around this windshield, getting all the adhesive off to prepare it for the new windshield that's going on after we throw the dash on.
So I did think it was going to be easier after reading your comments to install the reinforcement frame first and then install the trim, but not sure exactly how you're going to get to these screws down here, and you really got to work underneath. So while we got the frame together, I went ahead and painted the frame and threw the trim on it. So we're just going to install it the way we took it out, just in case the knife slips or anything like that, which did happen right here. So that was my fault. And never get ahead of yourself because mistakes like this will happen. But hopefully we could touch that up, and most of that should get covered with the windshield sill. So we are going to go ahead and clean the dash up real quick, give it that nice mother's protection before we install it, and then we could detail the interior. So I'm ready to throw the car back together. Alright, so we've got the dash nice and clean. So let's bring this bad boy in the car. What kind of angle do you guys want? Alright guys, so this is where we're at on the dashboard. So we've got it in place. So you want to get the dash as close as possible to the wiring harness so that you are able to clip it back on. The closer you do get, the tighter the space up here gets, so you do have to work underneath. So I was trying to get most of the wiring harness back there clipped while we had the space to do so. We are just going to make sure that our wiring harness sits in the right direction and all of our plugs come out where they should. I didn't get my navigation system figured out. Spoke with a few companies out there and they were still just trying to sell the complete unit for $1,800. I did really just need to install the steering column so that we could steer the car on the frame. Most of our holes line up, so we're ready to install the main bolts. So you do want to make sure that you've got your wiring harness in the original direction with the steering column, because the first time it was pinching it. You know, you do want to make sure that you run it in the same direction the factory does. We are going to go ahead and tighten up all of the reinforcement bolts and start working with most of the trim pieces. So we are going to start with our turn signals and windshield wiper and get our steering wheel put back together, because that's the main thing, is to get steering back on the car. So we're not going to completely get the airbags connected. We are waiting on our ABS module. So we've got a bunch of trim pieces right there. Check out these little toggle switches on the new trim piece compared to the base model. I really like the design and the look on that, so we are just going to go ahead and try to install this module, which it bolts on with these 4 screws around here to the screen itself, and see if we could get this to work in our car. This plug right here is the same as on the module from the car. Go ahead and bolt this on and see if we could power the unit on. I don't want that holding us up. To work and put the interior back together. Alright guys, so that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I appreciate each and every one of you guys that watched the video, and thank you for all the support you guys showed the channel. Been a little shy of a year when I first started the channel. You guys have really been amazing and support the channel, so I really appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Like the video. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the new builds. We've got some awesome things coming for the 2019 New Year. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll catch you very soon.